Welcome, everyone, to episode 10 of the Far Left Lane podcast. Can you believe it's been 10 episodes already?
10 years. How did we do it, dude? Oh, 10 episodes. Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, it's 2033 right now.
I'm going to send you a text right now. This is something to commemorate our 10 years. So we've talked about the Europa Clipper.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing this program where people can sign their name on a microchip. They're like etching names onto like chips to send to space. So
that's cool.
I signed the podcast up for it. I had to format the name a little bit funny to make it seem like a real name.
It needs to be a first name and a last name.
It needed to like look like something not phony or whatever. But yeah, that's October 24, October
awesome.
Next year. They're sending that thing up there, and then in I think 2030, the Far Left Lane podcast is going to be in Europa.
Yeah, that's
we
awesome.
should put a picture of that up on the screen there.
Yeah, we'll have Jamie pull that up.
It's funny, like when I was thinking of the name, like I was like, okay, so this man named Mr. Left Lane married a nice woman named Mrs. Podcast, and they had a kid, and they named him The Far. And I was like, oh, so it's like Jafar. They're big Agrabah fans. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of adorable.
Since we've made it to 10 episodes, should that be season 1 and season 2? Because It's Always Sunny does 10 episodes, right?
It could be the new year could be the new season though.
Yeah, we could do that.
Because that'll also be like 12 or 13 episodes, which I think is a normal runtime for a season.
Mm-hmm.
So we could do that. I don't know. We can call this. We're approaching season 2. So what are we gonna do today, Kevin?
Well, to start us off, we're gonna do a new segment called Rocket Reviews. Where I
wrote this on my whiteboard.
Launches. One launch rocket reviews. All right, we call that. Yeah, I remember you bringing that up. I like the play on one bite pizza reviews.
Yeah, especially since we're doing a similar grading system.
Yeah.
All right, let's review some rockets, dude. Okay. Telemetry looks good. Boosters are nominal. I like the.
I believe this is a heavy Falcon.
Okay.
Or Falcon Heavy.
That's good. That doesn't actually change how I'm going to judge it.
Yeah, no bias. Whether you're.
I'm sort of really digging this rocket launch, dude. I'm going to go big on this one.
Phenomenal.
I think I have a solid score for this one. I mean, based on this footage. I'm glad I have a coffee cup too. I feel like that's very NASA to sit there and talk about what's nominal for the coffee cup.
Now, this angle, I think now it's going into orbit, maybe? It looks like it's going
it's crashing.
It looks like it's going down.
That looks bad.
All right, I'm going to pause it.
Well,
all right, so that's the first one.
Okay, you want to flip our boards?
Hold on, I didn't get a chance to score it. Let me. Oh, is that your score?
No, even on the other side.
Oh, gotcha.
I was just keeping for the marketing,
All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1.
I gave it a 9 too.
I gave it wow.
The reason why, no issues. Everything was perfect.
Yeah, the ending looked little bit wonky to me, so it wasn't a solid 9.
Yeah, I think it's because we don't live in a flat Earth, so I think as it was going further away, it starts curving, right?
Oh, curvature.
Curvature
okay,
of the Earth, yeah. We got to factor that in. You get some points for that.
Man,
dude, I was watching a flat Earth debate. Even though I don't know why I do this.
Sometimes I watch those too. I think it's really funny.
Yeah, And it got me like thinking, I'm like, what is the curvature of the Earth? Like, if you were to go a mile, do you know what the answer is? Like, how much it starts curving?
No, I don't.
It's about 8 inches every mile.
Okay.
So, like, if you ever look at like a Lake Michigan or something, and you try to view just a big lake, any lake, and you're trying to view a building that's really far away, a few miles, several miles, you shouldn't see the bottom. I mean, we all know that. That's why ships, go over the horizon. But I just thought that was interesting.
I think that's also called declination.
Ooh, it's a nice word.
It's a nice word.
All right.
So
that's rocket number 1. We only have a few of these, by the way. So there's not,
okay.
I think there's 4 or 5, maybe. Not all of them are that long.
Do you know which one this is?
This one kind of gives it away. Human casualty 0. There's a little foreshadowing here.
Oh no.
It's okay to watch. They do a little course correction here.
But now it's overcorrecting. This looks like the last one now. Man.
Now it's spinning.
This is embarrassing.
And then it disintegrates.
Oh, this is rough, dude. Oh. Okay, I know my score. That's beautiful right there. I'll give it a couple extra points for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna judge it fairly.
Oh, dude, that's spectacular. All right, yeah, me too.
All right, I'm ready.
This is all right. Me too.
All right, scores.
3, 2, 1.
I already did.
Oh.
What'd you put?
2-3.
2-3. I actually did 2-7. I gave it some extra. We're pretty close though. So
yeah.
I like that the rocket launched. It didn't explode immediately, so it gets some points for that.
Yeah.
And I gave it a little bit extra points for the effort that they did when they tried to correct.
I did like that as well. It showed that their systems were not nominal, but they could be someday. Fingers crossed. All right, man.
This is so ridiculous.
This segment rules.
All right. There's a little more to that. I forgot. I did space these out where there's it's like a.
I like what you did there. Spaced
shot.
them out. Your space reference.
It's like a slow-mo explosion.
All right.
All right. So here we go. Rocket number 3.
You know which Delta
There's
2.
more foreshadowing with this.
Oh, jeez.
This one it's not wobbling.
Pretty steady.
Much. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Oh, didn't see that one coming. Oh man.
I'm gonna give it a little bit, a few points for it. Looks like fireworks, but it also exploded a little early.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this
that,
one
with sparks going everywhere.
Okay. I'm solid on my score. Final answer.
I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. What'd you give it? 3-8?
3-8.
I gave it 2-1. Actually,
I'm surprised.
I rated it less, and I'll tell you why. My reasoning.
Okay.
The other one I feel like flew longer, even though it was wobbling a little. That one did go straight. But I feel like it exploded like 2 football fields in the air.
It didn't make it very far. Yeah. I don't know.
You like that one a little more than the previous one, right?
I thought it did better than the previous one. I couldn't give it last time I think I did it like a 2-7 or no 2-3, 3-8. Yeah, I think this definitely deserved a 1.5 more.
Okay.
I'm surprised your score was so low. Actually, man, you had a bias.
It flew so low. You gotta go a little higher for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch the next one.
All right.
Rocket number 4.
I like the split screen shot.
That's Blue Origin.
Oh, okay.
What's
yeah,
that
that does.
You can always tell by the penis shape.
Jeff Bezos's penis, like, issues. There's no possible way that he did that unintentionally. This is really, really solid, dude.
Very straight, yeah.
I'm really liking this one. Huh. Best one yet, for sure. Man.
Yeah.
Still going. Jeez. All right.
Yeah. By the way, I could have recorded these, but a lot longer. But this is a show. We gotta.
Yeah. All right. I wish I knew what like the exit velocity required for a rocket. Like the thrust needed to escape Earth. Wish I knew that number.
Isn't that like? It's 9, 10, or 11 feet per second or something like that. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up because you.
I was gonna guess 11 meters per second. I don't know. I was just thinking of the marketing of this. Like, we need to say something like, 11 meters per second. Everyone knows the rules. That kind of thing.
11.2 kilometers a second.
Oh.
I don't know what to do with that. I live in the U.S.
Yeah, this isn't the EU. Oh, yeah. What's your score for this one?
Okay, ready?
Let's flip our...
3,
yeah,
2,
3,
1.
1. Boom. Oh, you went a little bit higher than me. Okay, interesting.
There's probably a running theme. If it goes up higher and it launches straight, I give it a better score.
Get a higher score. That makes sense. All right.
All right. There may be one more, or there may not be. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like there's probably one more.
All right. I really like that last launch, that Jeff Bezos. Nice work, dude. I'm glad I paid for Prime. Seems like it's really paying off. All right.
It's very
96. A very good year. Man, I don't like the paint job in this thing. There's like no contrast.
I can't see it with all the clouds.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them a big deduction for the paint job alone. This one's so boring, dude. I hate this one. This is the worst rocket I've ever. Oh, wow.
I think it was made out of sand. Did you see how it just like disintegrated?
It did kind of look like a sandcastle. It just got hit by a very small wave. Wow, dude, this one was embarrassing. That's a really low score.
I feel like I need to like keep record of all the other scores so I know how to like judge them comparatively to other low scores.
Yeah, I give this one a pretty abysmal score. Abysmal? I don't know if I used the word right.
All right, I think I'm ready. I don't know why I write so small on this whiteboard. I need to write it bigger for the camera. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
What's yours?
1.8.
Oh, I'm a 1.2. All right.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. I really hated that one.
Yeah, that one wasn't good. But I gave it a few extra decimal points just because or a fraction of a score, just because it went further than some of the other ones that also blew up. So.
You like the sandcastle part of it.
I did. I loved that. Yeah, that was funny. That was good too.
All right.
Recording. We're back. All right. So to kick us off, did you hear about? Cheers. Did you hear about Voyager 1? It's having issues again.
I did hear that. I heard that it was just sending a bunch of ones and zeros, a bunch of gibberish.
I heard it wasn't communicating back at all, or maybe I read it wrong.
I thought that it was just sending a bunch of nonsense. Maybe they did lose communication.
Maybe that's
That's
what
interesting.
I read it wrong. Maybe they're communicating back. It's just they don't know what it's saying because it's malfunctioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about this recently because they did that update, remember?
Yeah.
I wonder if needs another update or if that update was like a Warzone update. A really bad update.
Call of Duty. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like they say that they can send commands to it and it's executing them, but it's not sending the data back correctly. That's what I read. And maybe that's why I misunderstood saying, "Oh, it's not sending anything back." It's just sending garbage back. But I'd like to know, how do they know that it's working if it's not communicating back? Like, command executed, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I hope it's all right. But I mean, hey, if it did die, I mean, it did a great job for how many decades?
4? Isn't it?
Long time.
Yeah, 4 decades. I think that's right.
Something like 15 billion miles or something.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Yeah, it takes like more than a day, I believe, to send communication to it at the speed of light.
Wow. Well, if we never hear from you again,
we salute you. Cheers to Voyager 1.
Yeah, thank you for your service, Voyager 1. Kevin, you know what else? The Osiris-Rex sample, that Bennu sample, that was something we talked about previously. And there hasn't been a whole lot of updates on this. But they did say that, NASA did say that there was a wiring issue that caused one of the parachutes not to deploy. So it did have a rough landing, and that is part of the reason they can't open it. Also, I think they're being very careful. They don't want to like contaminate or not compromise the samples inside of it.
Right.
So here we are months later. They're still trying to open it, but the solution, I think they said, is they're gonna make new tools, which I'm like, I don't completely know what that means. Like,
we're gonna make a new screwdriver. We're gonna make a new
yeah, like it's like they're gonna make a new hammer for a jammed door in this thing. It doesn't make sense exactly, but I guess they have a plan at least.
Yeah. So this the thing that malfunctioned when it parachuted down, was it to Earth or was it when it landed on the asteroid to get the sample? When did it get?
I think it was when it landed in Utah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If I understand that correctly, but yeah, that's a little follow up. Still can't get that thing open. It's crazy. There was another little follow up we talked about. Did we do this in episode 1? I think we did. I think we talked about the Optimus robots. You know, the.
Oh yeah, we did Tesla Bot and we did
that was Optimus Gen 1.
Well, there's some other robots we talked about too, but I can't remember now.
We probably talked about the Boston Dynamics one too. We compared them, but they just is it a Tesla company, or I think it is a Tesla company. So Tesla put out a video of the new Gen 2 Optimus Bot.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what an improvement, dude! In such a short time, this thing is like the articulation and the dexterity, and it's also like moving 30% faster than the first one. Remember that was an issue. It was kind of like moving like Joe Biden bot.
Yeah.
It's still like that, but it's like it's
got a little pep.
30%.
It's like 10 years younger.
30 exactly, a little pep and stuff. It is like it is 30% faster, and also they were able to like reduce it by like 20 pounds. So that's pretty impressive. It's moving faster and it's lighter. I mean, that makes sense.
I appreciate a skinny robot. It's light.
I mean, hey, I'm all into body positivity. I don't mind if that's a Lizobot. All body sizes are beautiful. I mean, that's part of our mission statement. When we started this thing, we said all robot bodies. No. Yeah, I don't know what other follow-ups there were, but I think if we could maybe get a picture. I guess a picture wouldn't really show the improvements.
No. We'll put up a clip of it.
I think, yeah, you did that the first time when we talked about it. So that'd be a nice little...
Yeah. I just can't do it live while we're discussing this, so yeah.
Yeah, what am I paying you for then? Yeah, Kevin's not getting paid. So what's going on in this this week of, tech, space, all the topics we love?
Topics. I don't have a lot this week, but I don't know if you saw this. I put it in the chat. I thought it was interesting. Elon Musk's ex-girlfriend has the rights, the trademark rights to Grok, apparently.
Oh, I read this
for
too.
A plushie, like a plush toy thing or AI.
It's
I don't even know.
Yeah,
what it is.
It's like, I think it's a Furby type toy. I think it's just a little stuffed animal that you can talk to.
Oh, okay. Is that what makes it AI? Is that it has conversation?
I think it has pretty good communication, like skill, like learning. I think that was the plan. But yeah, that's funny because she definitely did that intentionally, Yeah. He's like, babe, you gotta hear about my new project, and she's like, I don't really care, Elon. And then she heard it, like Grok, she's like, And
didn't she do a voice for a character in a movie that the plush toy is based on?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what I do know that. About that. I don't know if it's true.
I do know that she said she named it Grok because rockets. She was trying to say it was like connected to like, oh yeah, well, Elon and the kids, we all grew up around rockets. Okay. So Grok, it's sort of a reach. I think she knew that she could take that name from him. But hey, that's probably okay.
When they were together.
Probably it is. He's gonna have to pay for that. But it's not the worst possible thing to happen to Grok because I think they're gonna have to completely rebrand it and reboot the whole thing. Grok is pretty progressive. I don't know if you've heard about this, but Grok is like saying some things that are not aligned with Elon's opinions.
So I feel like Elon Musk is progressive in some areas and others.
In some ways he's not. But I thought this was interesting because like Grok is like very pro Biden.
That's definitely not.
Well, it's very pro Biden. It's very pro like diversity. It's pro a lot of social justice kind of issues.
Medicare for all.
And it's talking like that. It's talking kind of like AOC. So Elon said he's gonna work on it so that we can get it to politically neutral. That's the way he said it. Which I'm like, I don't think you get to decide that. I guess he does. It's his.
I'm sure they can weight different, takes on stuff. And be like,
yeah, it just seems like it's gonna be. Now it is artificial. If you're gonna make rules for you can't be into climate change. Yeah. Like it's getting more artificial than, I don't know. Grok is off to a rough start if it's like betraying Elon and also his ex-wife, or is she an ex-wife? I think she's an ex-wife.
I think she's just a baby mama.
They're just co-parenting or something?
I think so.
It's crazy they have 10, or not them, but he has 10 kids. It's wild.
That is a lot.
It's a lot of people.
He's been pretty vocal about saying that people need to have more children. So maybe he's just trying to...
Yeah, it's easy to say that when you're the richest man in the world.
Kids are expensive.
And you also can delegate to like a bunch of different caretakers for your kids and their needs. So he's in a different situation. Yeah.
Did you have any other AI news or tech news that...
I did see that the Pope was speaking out against AI.
Against it?
Yeah, he's anti-AI, and I'm like, I don't know if he's the person we should be listening to on anything in technology. Like, also he's in a wheelchair now. He looks very like decrepit.
Oh.
So yeah, an old Catholic leader is not the person I'm going to listen to on anything about how to regulate AI. I don't know. Stay in your lane, Pope.
Not the far left.
I don't know. Yeah, that was a good one too.
Slowly.
I didn't really have a whole lot of other AI or space. I did want to talk about a holiday story. This is upsetting. I mean, we need to start like an impeachment inquiry into getting rid of the first lady. I don't know if that's ever been done before. Can we impeach the first lady?
What's going on with the first lady?
She's I'm just half kidding. She just hosted this Christmas party at the White House, and it was disgusting, dude. I mean, like, the fact that they spent our money on this too. I mean, it just looks so tacky. It looks like kind of like a mixture of Candyland or like maybe Chuck E. Cheese or something, like some just really tacky garbage hosted by drag queens.
Oh, really?
Like burlesque dancers and stuff. I mean, dude, I'll do an impression.
Do you think this is how... We'll say her name, Jill. First Lady Jill. How do we... Mrs. Biden? I don't know how to address her.
The First Lady? Yeah, what were you going to say about Jill?
I was just going to say, do you think it was really her planning the drag queens?
I think so, yeah. I think so. So here's my impression of what these performers look like. Mm-hmm. They look like really bad, like, clowns, I guess, because they're doing this, like, overacting thing to the camera. So that as the camera tracks down through the White House, like, tracking shots, mm-hmm. they're always, like, making this really weird face to the camera. It's so bizarre, and I don't know. I hated everything about it. It's just there's nothing classy about it.
When was this? Was this past week?
It was the past week, okay. Yeah. And there was a lot of videos online of doing side by side comparisons to like previous First Lady White House, Christmas at the White House celebrations, and a lot of people were. Melania did one that was like really hated because they said it was satanic and evil. She had like red Christmas trees.
Red's a kind of Christmas color. I mean, that's red and green.
I thought it looked kind of cool. I thought it looked like.
Did I have a little reusable star? Look at all that red on there.
Yeah, dude, I'm rocking red too.
Star.
But there's a really rich history of like these Christmas at the White House celebrations, and I used to love watching these as a kid. My parents are gonna hate this, but I loved watching the Clintons' White House celebrations. They were funny, dude. Bill Clinton, he was, I mean, yeah, say what you will about his presidency and also Hillary, but like those were funny and also kind of like charming and really cool Christmas specials in the 90s. Christmas at the White House. I've looked up clips of this and I can't really find very many clips. They did like fun sketches and stuff. It was cool. Great music. They would play like, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas on the saxophone. It was awesome. But
I can't believe I've lived, how old am I, 37? I've never seen any Christmas White House.
Christmas at the White House? I've watched a bunch of them, but I just really... Dude, and I'm also excited to watch the West Wing Christmas specials. Those are great.
Good, yeah.
Those are so...
I've
very comforting.
I know you have spoken very highly of that show.
You probably have to watch the whole series to really appreciate them, but you can't just like check in.
Right.
But yeah, dude, we should pull up some pictures of the Biden Christmas White House because it's a godless place, man. What's happened to this world? I don't really completely understand the whole drag culture thing, like the drag queen cross-dressing thing. Like something about it, like it's sexual in nature, right? It's like burlesque, right? It comes from it's a sexual thing. So I don't understand why we have it like as a Christmas White House party or, drag queen story hour. That's a thing, I guess.
I've heard of that. I've never seen.
That's a weird thing. Yeah.
I will say this. I do like Community's, that one song for Hawthorne Wives. I got my pocket full of Hawthorns.
Got my pocket full of Hawthorns. Look at me now, Dad. We always say that. Yeah, I do. That's a funny episode. I have nothing against the LGBTQIA2S plus community. All letters matter. That's why I say them all. I'm not mocking the letters. I think all letters matter. But no, I do think that the drag queen thing is weird.
Yeah,
personally. Have you seen the toy of the year, the Christmas toy of the year? It's so weird.
What is it?
I just thought of this because I saw my Snoopy here and it made me think of that. It's like a $13 Snoopy stuffed animal that they sell at CVS, and it is like literally the hottest toy of the year, like a Tickle Me Elmo, like that big. People are like, selling them on eBay for like a lot of money. It's a $13 stuffed animal from CVS, dude. How is that the big toy?
That is very strange. Yeah,
but hey, kids love
CVS. It's usually like you forgot to shop.
Yeah. Kids love Snoopy though. The peanuts are like the biggest they've ever been, I guess.
Wow.
It's a weird this generation, the new Gen Z, I think.
Zoomers.
Yeah, Gen Z loves the peanuts. Zoomers. I never understood that. Zoomers. I guess it just comes from the boomer thing. Is that the only reason that
boomer with Z? Yeah,
that's it.
Gen Z, I guess. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't get any of it. Like the whole.
I
think we're considered millennials, like an older millennial, but like. I don't
weird. Identify as a millennial, dude.
Yeah. These groupings to me are very strange. Huh?
Yeah, they are strange, and I don't really I don't want to play by the rules.
Yeah, and it seems
just
like
start our own generation.
It seems like it's completely made up, even by the people that started it. Because like I've heard where people are like, oh, it starts between these age groups, and then you'll talk to somebody else and they'll expand it or like make it more narrow.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
I've always said when I get in this conversation with people, it's really more about the defining moments in like these different generations' lifetime, like pre and post internet. I would say is a defining moment for a generation.
Right.
Pre and post like 9/11, things like that. Pandemic, these big things. Those are generation defiers for me, not just an arbitrary number.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, if you're born in 83 to 2000, you're this. F off. Whoever's making up those rules. Did I gotta censor myself? I'm getting good at that, dude.
Dude, we should add some beeps to it.
I like that dumb idea.
I might throw in some censoring when you're talking about drag shows. Just to make it sound like
here's my impression of what these performers look like. They look like really bad like clowns, I guess, because
well, that concludes episode 10. Thanks for watching. Man. Yeah, this was fun. See you guys next week.
All right, dude. I'm really glad we're done because I am so gassy, dude. Like this is a little embarrassing. Yesterday I ate $46 worth of fast food.
Did you really?
46 by myself. And I mean, I gotta poop like crazy.
Dude, I feel like most times when I'm recording with you, I'm usually holding in a fart. Oh crap, I think our mics are still hot.